You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
MKI, you had to bring up Dino Nuggets, man. Now I'm hungry all over again. Yeah, Leif, it has been a while since we've done that intro. You know, I figured since we were out of the NFL season, I was going to space out these shows a little bit more because I'd have a little bit less to go into detail. The NFL does kind of tend to overtake everything, but we are back. Good afternoon, Logan, MKI, True North, William, anybody else who might be tuning in. We are back with Ass Talk, a semi-regular feature here on 1069 Click FM, where I, your host Jim B, try to move through the vast worlds of noxious clouds that make up sports prognostication and find a few little nuggets of truth. Of course, with a screaming cat in the background because she expects she's going to be fed early. Either that or she's that upset about the Warriors being eliminated in the play-in games. Not sure. Angie, commiserate with the crowd. How upset are you about the Warriors getting eliminated? She doesn't seem to mind too much. She might be upset about Klay Thompson's performance. That could be it. I mean, I think there would be a lot more biting going on if she was truly wrecked about it. But I don't know. It's also strange and kind of inevitable to see, teams, on the decline. The dynasty's laid low and such. 0 points in 32 minutes. That is rough. Not sure. Is there something else going on with him? Has he been recovering from a nagging injury, or did he hit somebody in a crosswalk and get a curse laid on him as he walked out of the courtroom? Coburg, I saw the message before it went away. I did see the new Lions uniforms that they're going to have this year. I don't mind them. Honestly, I'm never really get too twisted up about the uniform changes one way or another. The only thing that did kind of hurt is that I could not see Long Lion anywhere among the new uniforms. Oh, Black Lion is cool, man. Black Lion is cool, but, there was just something about Long Lion, man. If they can, I don't know, make a black Long Lion, maybe that'll bring it back. I don't know. It was just a weirdo retro design that I love that they put on the helmet for some weird reason. But all right, Angie, you are blocking. I knew it. You are blocking my hand, getting in the way of things for the show. Hey, no worries, Coburg. To each their own. Holy crap, they're finally doing it. The 2-minute warning coming into college football. I mean, I had just caught the headline myself about how they're going to start. Apparently, they're going to start allowing the in-camera, play calling for players in the for certain teams in the is either in the regular season or maybe in the bowl games or the championship games, something like that. But anyway, they're just slowly trickling in more of the professional stuff into the collegiate experience. Yeah. No True North. I believe we return to 3 minutes in heaven when we get back to the CFL. As a reminder, we will be live for the CFL draft. And we'll be doing the evening one. That will be the, I believe that is the main draft, not the global draft. That's earlier in the day. I will be paying attention to that. So I will have thoughts or at least notes. But yes, CFL will be returning soon. So soon. Rouge. All right, where the hell did I leave off? Oh, yeah. My sympathies go out to, the Miami Heat, who are going to have to play the Bulls without Jimmy Butler. So, ouch. Let's see. Somebody named Alex Caruso is also injured for Chicago. And oh, yeah, Zion Williamson for the Pelicans. So, yeah. Players just having all sorts of a fantastic time during the NBA play-in games. You know what? We'll do one. We'll do one live on this show, just for fun. We'll make it a bonus for today. I won't write it down or take the time to screen share. I'll just read off the winners that I think we'll have for each series, and do it all the way through. Coburg, now's probably a good time to get yourself a Yotes jersey if you can. Maybe get somebody to go in with you on it so you don't have to take too big a hit to your wallet, man. Jerseys can be expensive. All right. Well, that's already happened to the Bucks a few times this season, right, Logan? I think I remember Giannis being taken out at least for a game or two at a time, and it never really rallied you too much, did it? Yeah, the Utah Coyotes. All right, so yeah, keep yourself in the mindset that the bare minimum you got to go at least 500, one out of the two. Yeah, my sympathies, Coburg. It's great to see that he's still playing, and still being an active contributor and helping y'all get to the playoffs. But oof, that is rough. Oh, going to go to Indy to heckle the Bucks. MKA, I hope you enjoy the trip. And the Coyotes' name will stay in Arizona. Oh, you know what? I am completely fine with this. The Utah have their own thing. I am so glad that, yeah, the Yotes name make perfect sense in Arizona. So, yeah. Now they have to be a touch of subtlety is required these days. I think the word that they might try to use would be the Utah Soul Craft. Yeah. And if you hear anybody making a serious suggestion of that name, run like hell from them. Anyway, I did want to ask all of you. One of the players on the UConn championship team, freshman Stephon Castle, has decided to enter the NBA draft. I mean, my personal thoughts are good luck. Good luck to him. Hope that doesn't fall apart. But any more lucid or rational thoughts than that would be appreciated. Good on you, Coburg. Good on you. All right, over to the bracket. All right. Okay, after this brief look over, I'll start from the east, then move to the west. Florida, Tampa Bay. Honestly, I'm going to call it Florida in 6. And in, oh no, Boston, Toronto. You know what? Screw it. I said Florida in 6. I say Toronto in 7. All right. New York Rangers versus Washington Capitals. The President's Trophy winner versus the upstarts in the second wild card slot. Rangers in 5. I will not be taking further questions on this. Carolina versus the New York Islanders. You know what? I think I do Hurricanes in 5. Yeah, Hurricanes in 5. All right, so to finish out the East, and I would have Florida versus Toronto. You know what? I will put it at. I'll put it at Florida in 6 on that one as well. Yeah, management doesn't have any views on this to begin with. They're mostly just sitting around waiting for the show to be done so that I'll feed them. All right, so then New York Rangers versus Carolina Hurricanes. Honestly, just because I want to destroy us all, I'll pick Carolina in 7 against the Rangers. I think they'll make it out of the first round, Logan, but not the second round. All right, then Eastern Conference Final, it'll be Florida, Carolina, and I say, yeah, I think another sweep by Florida for Florida in 4. All right, Western Conference. Oh, Dallas and the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas, who fell so hard and had to load up at the deadline to hold on to that wild card spot. A competitive sweep again. You're exactly right, MKI. You know what? I'm going to say Dallas in 6 for this one. Now, Winnipeg, Colorado. This is actually the series that I'm kind of most excited about besides the absolute dramatic shit show that is going to be Boston, Toronto, for obvious reasons. But Winnipeg, Colorado, I'm excited from just purely a hockey standpoint. I got to look at Colorado and Winnipeg during the season, and yeah, their Avalanche offense versus that Winnipeg defense. I'm kind of excited for that. Oh, Mr. Coburg. Yeah, that second half turnaround. Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know if you have Gloria queued up, but maybe you want to pick a victory song? Just in case? Oh, and happy birthday, Soros. All right, Vancouver, Nashville. Wow. Vancouver looking pretty strong throughout a good portion of the season, then got a little mortal near the end. Did still manage to take first in their division. You know what? I'm going to say just to stabilize the housing market in Vancouver, I'm going to say Nashville in 6. Winnipeg, Colorado, I'm actually going to pick Winnipeg in 5. And then Edmonton versus the LA Kings. Coburg, it like in the words of the great sinner John Bender, screws fall out all the time. The world is an imperfect place. I have no better explanation than that. Wow, Oilers versus the Lakers. MKI, I will gladly, yeah, for the third straight. Nope. You know, that's an amazing. I think I couldn't have put it better myself, MKI. That is the best possible explanation I can think of. So, how about we call it Edmonton 7? All right, so then I go Dallas, Winnipeg. Honestly, I kind of pick Winnipeg over Dallas, and I'll do it in 6. Oilers in 6, you're ready? Oh, all right. And then Nashville, Edmonton. Oh. You know what? Screw it. I say Nashville in 7. All right, then we make Winnipeg versus Nashville. Catfish flying in arenas across the world. They don't throw anything on the ice in Winnipeg, do they? I don't think so. Yeah, screw it. I'll give it to Winnipeg in 6. What the hell? All right, so that makes it Winnipeg versus Florida. And screw it. I say Winnipeg in 6. Winnipeg Jets become the first Canadian champion in who knows how many years. That is my official uninformed prediction for the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. True North, if the Capitals win the series against the Rangers, first of all, on behalf of all Capitals fans, we are sorry. None of us were expecting anything good after the players that we let go at the deadline. But yeah, we're just happy to be here, and I'm sorry for getting in your way. Yeah. That would be nice to see. I mean, I think even with, the proliferation of Mr. Stéphane Danglay's videos from the Great White North that have done so much to, kind of make people empathize in a way with, what could have been considered, one of the most annoying franchises in hockey. or at least one of the most annoying fan bases in hockey. Yeah, it feels like way too long that that Canadian team has won the cup. Yeah, probably should have True North. I'm I'm not really sure why we were focused on that. You could have been building a giant machine that could really control the weather. Just to screw with all the conspiracy theorists out there. Yeah, I doubt it too, MKI. I do doubt it. Oh, a Canadian Scooter Magruder. All right. So I'm trying to get in my head a picture of a Canadian Scooter Magruder, and for some reason I'm imagining like Letterkenny, but even dumber. Um, that is an unfortunate piece of bad news, Coburg. Um, I figure it's okay to tell you all this now, and I will say, don't bite my head off for it. Um, I'm actually going to be going on a little trip during the draft, and as you can imagine, I had this planned for a long time. I wasn't even thinking about covering the draft because I knew that I had made this trip. This has been months going on in advance. This blocked out time for myself. So, but I will let you know. I won't tell you where I'm going, but I will let you know that there'll be a lot of bootlegging and discussions on ethical prostitution, and just all the really fun, top tier, wholesome kinds of entertainment that you can expect in the place like I'm going to. But Coburg, I will be streaming the CFL draft. And now, since I don't have too much else to talk about, I'm going to start up with my honest reaction to everything that the NFL teams have done in this offseason. But first, um, but first, we get a moment with this cat because while I was working on the notes for this list, I was reading them out loud, to make sure they made sense to me in some way. And I got to the Atlanta Falcons, and even mentioning it now, of course, you can see he is, well, a little bit put out. So just that's no, he's not looking for overtime right now. He just wants food, and he knows he's not going to get it in here. Oh, yeah. The start of the madness of the NHL playoffs is tomorrow, but we start with this list of my thoughts on the NFL offseason for the Atlanta Falcons. And Kirk Cousins is now on the Falcons. Do you like that? Can you kick it? Who cares? I mean, they got rid of that awful coach, and then they turned down Bill Belichick for Raheem Morris and some other poachings for the Rams staff. Yeah. After finding out about what the shenanigans that went on at the managerial level for that, uh, yeah. Yeah, the team can do whatever this season. I just hope Kirk is safe behind the line. He doesn't deserve it. So, Carolina Panthers. I like the poaching of a couple of offensive guards, for Bryce's sake. Loading up on edge pieces for the defense, but does Bryce Young, I wonder, have a therapist to help him trust the organization, not the team? There's a difference. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's just how they decide to do the scheduling. New Orleans Saints. Dennis Allen is still your coach, and my eyes glazed over reading your roster list. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Coburg. Oh, Coburg. It's going to be weird. It's going to be a weird year. And so, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, division winners by default. Over in the AFC South, the Houston Texans, they get Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs, and Danielle Hunter. And Jeff queued up 3 out of 4. Ain't bad, but y'all, the damn Texans are they're coming back in a weird and big way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I probably mentioned before True North, but I ended up going to see the film Office Space with my mom when it was in theaters. I was one of the few people. And like she laughed her ass off through the whole movie. And afterwards I asked her, how accurate was that about working in an office? And she says, they got it completely right. And that solidified my desire to never work in an office environment. All the power to people who can, but I knew it wouldn't have been for me. Oh. Meanwhile, Indianapolis Colts. Yeah. The only reaction is Joe Flacco question mark. As for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Mac Jones is there. Other than that, I am honestly just hoping Eric Armstead doesn't get leprosy. That's it. Absolutely, Tim. Dollars, dollars, dollars. Now, the Tennessee Titans. I like them stealing Lord Cushenberry from Denver. They signed Calvin Ridley, we know, kind of an odd risk, but still quality receiver, and get Snead. Screw it. What the hell? I mean, we're all doomed anyway. Best of luck, Brian Callahan. Over to the NFC West. San Francisco 49ers, they got lots of little one-year deals. They're putting together. They lost some O linemen. I think they'll be okay, honestly, but the only thing I'm worried about is if they made improvements to the training staff. That's my only concern. Seattle Seahawks. I mean, obvious highlight of their offseason is the acquisition of Sam Howell and Baltimore's defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, this team is like right now any other with new head coach. It's a mystery that won't be fully revealed until that classic line, week 6 of the regular season. Meanwhile, Arizona Cardinals, I like that they're loading up on the D line. Honestly, they gave me so much joy by just scaring teams during their games last year. Good luck to them. Maybe they can scare more teams and win. Los Angeles Rams, they signed Jimmy G. They're winning the Super Bowl. Over in the AFC West, LA Chargers. Wonder Boy got sent far away, but unfortunately, young nasty man still controls the team. And Mike Williams and Keenan Allen no longer play there. Sorry, I was just checking around to see if Angie was here. Las Vegas Raiders. You know what? Doesn't matter. They actually hired a coach the players wanted to play for. That is all the winning you guys needed. I mean, Madison, Minshew, and Christian Wilkins. I also noticed that Wilkins is one of many Dolphin players that appear to get scattered to the winds in the offseason. So, oh yeah, absolutely. Go support Adam for streaming the Timberwolves games, man. Where are we at? Oh yeah, the Arkansas Walmarts. Many a one-year deal, and honestly, all the pain Sean Payton and the ownership group can eat. Hope they choke on it. Kansas City Chiefs. They re-signed Chris Jones. They'll be fine. Taylor Swift will release a new album on the day they clinch the division. NFC East. Dallas Cowboys. Eric Kendricks and Brian Schottenheimer as their new offensive coordinator. Washington Commanders. I shit you not, when I was going through my notes for this, it took me a couple hours to realize that I was calling them the Warriors. That's how easily the name slipped out of my head. Best of luck, fans. Have fun in the early off season. Oh boy, I can already hear the chorus in my head, Logan. I really can. All right, Philadelphia Eagles. They were busy. You know, my only hope is they avoid injuring Barkley and all that depth actually holds up. Yeah, someday, Coburg, someday. All right, and New York Giants. And new O-line, Drew Lock, and Brian Burns. I mean, doesn't really soothe the sting of losing Saquon, but beating the Eagles will. Okay, over to the AFC East. Miami Dolphins. All right, so a couple players get multi-year deals in the long line of players that are signed. And yeah, I'm just honestly confused as to why they had so much turnover. Anyway, Buffalo Bills, y'all lost players too. Don't give Miami too much crap. Samuel, Dawkins, and Johnson got paid, but yeah, this is another team that I'm really curious how they're going to look during that opening week. Oh yeah, we'll get to that, Logan. We will get to that. New England Patriots, this is a brave new world that we live in. I mean, the fact that Belichick's gone means we'll truly know what kind of identity this team will have until the field is reached. So, yeah. Another wait and see. As for the New York Jets, you're screwed. And if Rodgers keeps opening his mouth, you're super screwed. Over in the AFC North, Cleveland Browns. They still don't exist as long as Deshaun Watson plays there. Cincinnati Bengals. All right, they lost a number of pieces, but they did re-sign T. Higgins, and when I looked through, I saw an alarming lack of O-line focus in free agency. So, yeah, never mind. Pittsburgh Steelers, we could laugh it up all we want about the Russell Wilson versus Justin Fields QB battle of who could care less. I like the secondary signings and the theft of Patrick Queen from a division rival, but Mike Tomlin is still there. Now make some popcorn. Yeah, I'm what that's unfortunately true, Coburg, but I just wish that the team had done a better job trying to protect him. Yeah, at least try to go 500 against the Eagles this season. Beat them once. Meanwhile, the Baltimore Ravens. "'Tis King Henry," muttered Coach Reed. "He'll be injured by week 4. Only this, and nothing more." The Green Bay Packers. Josh Jacobs. Xavier McKinney. Great. Actually, just great. I hate it. No. I think, the Packers had a good offseason. The bright side that I take is that Jordan Love is no longer a mystery. So, yeah, what he had going for him in his rookie season, what so many rookies have going for them in their rookie season, his tape is out there. And let's just hope, for the Packers' sake, that he's been willing and able to learn and improve. I think Patriots pick at 3, then trade up to get Marvin Harrison. Okay. Oh, the Saquon replacement for the Little Giants. Honestly, I have to be honest. Their name completely slipped out of my head as soon as I read it, MKI. And Minnesota Vikings. The only thing I have to say is this team is unrecognizable from what it was last year. And Sam Darnold. I mean, at least they stole a few defenders from Houston and continued the grand tradition of Packers players going to play for NFC North rivals. How paid do you think that will be? Will there be a lot of guaranteed money? I know guaranteed money is the thing that's very in these days for quarterbacks, especially quarterbacks who believe that they are the chosen one or the best that the team has going for them right now. All right, Chicago Bears. DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen, whatever. How are you ready to believe in Brett Rippon? Are you? Because I believe in Brett Rippon. I absolutely do. And I know you all have another QB draft coming. I'm not sure if I trust y'all to develop him properly. Logan predicts, meanwhile, 5 years, 200 million, 165 million guaranteed. So 165 over 5 years. So that's a little over 30 a year, 30 million a year. A little over 30 million a year, if I've got my math right. Okay. Coburg believes in Brett Rippon. All right. Hey. 4 years at 55 million or 5 years at 52 million. Okay. Okay, 4 years, 210 million. Or 5 years at 260 million. Okay. All right. Perhaps. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, Logan. I do not trust them. It will be a it is a very I will believe it when I see it situation with them, and yeah, especially if it's Caleb Williams. Yes, the Rams legend will get a Super Bowl in your lifetime, Coburg. We see it coming. And finally, the Detroit Lions. I'm glad to see Jalen Reeves-Maybin come out of nowhere, get his contract. Emmanuel Mosley sticking around. Wonderful. I was sad to lose Jonah Jackson, but hopefully we can, dip into our O-line depth that we've had to use many a time. Davenport and Reeder on the D-line does give me hope, assuming they stay healthy. It's always the muttered tagline. And again, I also wonder how much of Ben Johnson's offensive genius has been decoded, like the Bears claim that they did. I mean, as we all saw with the Patriots, nothing gold can stay. Sometimes it fades quicker in some cases. And Dak Prescott. Poor fucking Dak Prescott. I feel for the dude. Like, he really feels like he's been trying to make the best of a very, very bad situation down in Dallas. And Coburg, I have a very good feeling that the NFC North will be a bloodbath. Between the Bears loading up on secondary options to try to fight us that way, and Green Bay finally getting themselves a decent kick returner, which thank you for recognizing it finally. And the Minnesota Vikings being just a complete mystery. Yeah, the NFC North could be real fucking ugly this season. Oh, Mr. Howell. Like, I'm excited for playoff hockey. Like, playoff hockey is great, but Caps playoff hockey, it's just going to be a bundle of nerves the whole time. But we're ready for it. Yeah, apparently my fan my chat is becoming Capitals fans by the minute. Well, except for William, my mod, he is a New York Rangers fan. He's not rooting for the Capitals, just in case you were wondering. But is there anything else I had on the list I wanted to cover? No. Not really. Full disclosure, I did pick Rangers in 5 because as excited as I am and for as much of a fight I hope that we put one up, I'm not sure I see us taking the series, man. Yeah, so, yeah, not expected to win, so, no pressure, lower expectations. Just sit back and watch the madness unfold. And hopefully more of the madness happens to Boston, Toronto, because then the entertainment will be better for all of us. That's just a simple fact of life. But I think that's going to do it for me here this afternoon on another Stupid Sports Show. I said all the crap that I needed to say today, and I don't want to waste any more of your time. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I am going to be going live at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, the playoff hockey. It begins. Until then, take care of yourselves, and good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.